Hi, this is Elizabeth Cermak from Your Highest Light, Master Life Coach and Spiritual Coach, here every Tuesday at 3:33 to talk to you about your favorite topic and mine, attracting and creating your most beautiful life. I am a Master Life Coach and a Spiritual Coach. So excited to be here with you guys today to talk about self-love. This video is on Instagram Live and Facebook Live, and it's also going to be put on YouTube later and IGTV later. So if you're watching this on IGTV or YouTube later on, go ahead and make a comment below and let me know what you think, and let me know what happens when you try the activity that I'm going to give you today to try. So same with Instagram and same with Facebook, wherever you're watching, comment below, let me know how it goes when you try the thing that notice I don't say if. Let me know how it goes when you try the homework that I'm going to give you today, and it's about self-love. And this is about a deep self-love that is not based on anything that is going on around you. Okay? So, hi Juan, hi Trisha, so good to see you guys. And I have a really funny story to share with you guys today, so you're gonna love it. It's hilarious. Okay, so it's a little windy. We'll see how this goes. Self-love, right? Okay, so I want you guys to think about the last time you looked in the mirror. What is the first thing that went through your head? Where is the first place that your eyes went? So it could be like if you looked in the mirror, or if you see a reflection of yourself in the window. If you don't know, start thinking about it. Start paying attention. When you look in the mirror, where do your eyes go and where does your mind go? Or when you see your reflection, where do your eyes go and where does your mind go? Just start paying attention to it. And my guess is that it doesn't go to what is right, that it goes to what is wrong. How do I know? Because I'm human as well. And our human brain tends to focus on what is wrong instead of what is right. But the good news is we can train it to focus on what is right. And this actually today, this is a huge subject, but actually today we're not going to even concentrate on what is right with how we look. We're not going to base it on how we look. We're going to base it on something on the inside, something that comes from deep within. It's a deep healing. I went to a conference this weekend and the speaker talked about healing from within, the inside first. And that's what this is. When you heal from the inside first, honestly, then it doesn't matter what happens on the outside. Okay, so self-love. I'm laughing already because I got a really funny story to tell you guys. So yeah, so start thinking about what you say when you look in the mirror. And as you can probably guess, we're going to do a homework assignment that involves the mirror today. So, oh my gosh. And I historically used to hate the mirror. I would definitely focus on everything that was wrong when I saw my reflection. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do this differently. Okay. So I have a hilarious story, first of all, to share with you. It involves my husband. I love it when he is the subject of my blogs, when he gives me a topic to talk about. My husband is one of those people I can learn a lot from him. And it's people who are different from us that we can learn from, right? So anytime you have somebody in your life who might be a little challenging or different from you, you can learn from that person. My husband is so funny because he does all these like self-help things naturally. They're things that I've had to learn, and he does them naturally. Like, he will get up in the morning and tell all these positive things to himself. Even if he feels like he looks like crap, he'll tell himself that he's handsome, you know? Like, so he wakes up in the morning and he already knows how to do this. I had to learn it. I had to learn how to do these things. I had to learn self-love. It's not something that I had naturally. I tend to be more negative, and that's totally okay. I've learned it. So, anyway, so as you guys know, this past week, 2 weeks ago, we went and saw Paul McCartney, and we saw him 3 times in a week. The first time I think we've ever done that. And so some of you won't know this story, but my husband always wanted to be the one that. So when you go to a concert and you're out in the audience, I'm sorry, you guys, I can't necessarily see today because I got the sun in my eyes. If I have like lipstick all over my face, I was going to say tell me. Don't even tell me because it's not going to help because I can't see. So sorry about that if that's happening. And hi Jen, if you make a comment and I don't see it, I'll respond to it later. So don't worry. I think I can see all the comments right now. So anyway. Okay, so my husband always wanted to be the one that Paul McCartney, like when you're out in the audience, there's always some guy that yells, I love you, man. And then Paul will yell back, I love you, man. And my husband, Craig, always wanted that to be him. He always wanted to be the guy, the dude in the audience that Paul McCartney yells, I love you, man. And he could never get it. He could never get the timing right. He has a big, loud mouth. So he is very loud, and Paul would be able to hear him, but he couldn't get the timing right or whatever. It never worked out. So I made him a sign. I made him a sign that said, please say, I love you, man. And we were just hoping, we bring signs. We hope Paul sees them. We don't really we weren't expecting him to read it. But, we bring him. We hope that he sees it or hope that he reads it, right? The sign. And, well, he read the sign. He said, I love you, man. And my husband and I were both so excited, right? So we went to the first show and he read the sign. And then we went to the second show and he read the sign again. So it was just a miracle that it kept happening. And then we went to the third show and he read the sign again. So it was just, my husband has been walking on air. So we've been really happy and excited. And we say, I love you, man, to each other now all the time. I talked about it in one of my posts too. We left the hotel room the next day and this kid on the elevator said, I love you, man. And we said, I love you, man, back. And then we were walking out of the hotel and a lady driving in her car yelled out, I love you, man. And we yelled, I love you, man. So it was just really fun. And I posted about how it's so fun to yell, I love you, man, to random strangers. I'm getting off topic, of course, of self-love, but this actually does have to do with it. So it feels really good just to yell, I love you, man, sending love, right, to random strangers. We had a blast. And so my husband now is convinced that Paul McCartney loves him. And he tells everybody. He tells everybody what happened. So it's just hilarious and we have a lot of fun, right? So like I said, my husband he's really good at this self-help. He's good at thinking positive. He's very productive. He knows a lot of this stuff naturally, a lot of stuff. And I've given it all a name to him, like he knows he knows how to do it naturally, but now he knows what he's doing and he knows how to do it even better because of me. But anyway, so this is really funny. So we're in the Walmart self-checkout. Okay, so you guys, listen, I have done work. I can look in the mirror now and say nice things to myself. I do it every morning and every evening as part of my routine. I tell myself, good things about myself, and I'm able to say, I love you to myself in the mirror. Okay, so this is huge for me because I never was able to do that, and it took time. It took years, I would say, because even when I was working as a therapist, it was I would tell my clients to do it, but I wasn't doing it. So here's the thing about being a life coach is you really have to walk the walk and you have to do it. I would never tell my clients to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself or that hasn't worked for me. Okay, so we're at the self-checkout at Walmart, and I'm telling you guys know those cameras in the self-checkout? Like I said, I've worked on this. I'm able to look in the mirror and say nice things to myself, but when I see those cameras in the self-checkout, I hate them. I duck from them. They just look awful. My hair, everything just always looks awful. So it's either Target or Walmart or wherever they have those cameras. And so I thought everybody hated them. I actually saw something that somebody put on social media once about those cameras, right? I look this way on Instagram and I look this way on Facebook. And the self-checkout camera is whatever. So on last week, I think it was Friday, we were checking out and my husband, I'm ducking from the camera, so we're self-checking out and I don't want to be in the camera, right? And I look over and I catch my husband slowly. He's looking at himself in the camera and he's going, I love you, man. He is telling himself that he loves himself in the camera at Walmart, the self-checkout camera. He's saying, I love you. Now, my husband already said I love you to himself in the mirror or whatever, but this is a whole nother level, saying it in the self-checkout camera, I feel. And what's so funny is adding I love man to the end, saying I love you, man. So, okay, so that's my story. So after I saw him do that, I was dying laughing, but I thought about it. This is a perfect blog topic. This is a perfect video topic to talk about because I want that for everybody. I want everybody to be able to look in those cameras and say, I love you, man, to yourself, to yourself. Now, I like it because we make it kind of funny by saying, I love you, man, because I'm not going to lie, looking in the mirror, looking in that bathroom mirror and telling yourself that saying I love you is not easy. It can bring up a lot of negative emotions, and that's okay. They need to be cleared, for you to be able to do this, for you to be able to do great things in the world, for you to be able to be who you're meant to be. You got to clear that stuff. So if you have a lot of resistance to it, guess what? I know a good life coach that you can work with. It's me. Text or email me, Elizabeth@yourhighestlight.com, because I can help you work through that stuff. So like I said, I want everybody to be able to look in that self-checkout. You can imagine what your homework's going to be. So I don't want you to look in the mirror and say, this is what I want you to do. I want you to look in the mirror in the morning, do it 3 times a day. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon, once in the evening, and say, I love you. You can say man at the end because it kind of makes you laugh and it bridges the gap here, because if a lot of emotions come up, or you can think of my husband being funny. So look in the mirror and say, I love you. I don't want you to look in the mirror and say you're beautiful, which you are beautiful, but we're not gonna even go there because I don't wanna base it on being beautiful. I don't wanna don't look in the mirror and say you're gonna do wonderful things in the world, which you are. Not that you aren't, you are, but we're not gonna go there right now. Why? We wanna, I love you. I want you to feel the love for yourself based on nothing. You know, this is hard, and like I said, I never will ask you to do something that I won't do myself. And I did this last night, knowing that I was doing this video today. I do it every night, but last night was extra. I probably might have skipped last night if I wasn't going to do this video today, because I looked horrible. I hadn't washed my hair in like 5 days. I had this oil mask on my head. I had no makeup on. I had like pulled out I had eyelash issues, so I had like, it was just awful. And in the past, I would have looked at myself like that in the mirror and I would have absolutely hated myself. I would have felt hatred towards myself. And because I've been doing this now, working on this, I'm able to say I love you in the mirror, even when I look like that. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want you to like get all beautiful and say I love you and you're beautiful in the mirror I don't want it to be based on anything outside of you, because all these things on the outside can be taken away from us at any minute. Then what do we have? We want a deep healing from the inside. So this is your homework. Every day I want you to get up. I want you to say I love you in the mirror in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. I love you. That's it. If it makes you cry, that's okay. If it makes you laugh, that's good. That's okay too. Okay? And I want you to, when you go to that self-checkout, try it. Say I love you in the mirror or in the camera. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take a picture. I think I'm going to take a picture this weekend when I go through the self-checkout. So I'll make sure that I go through the self-checkout and take a picture. So I want you guys to do it too. I would love to see you guys, like video recording, saying I love you, man, to yourself in the self-checkout. I think it would be so amazing. Okay, I'm totally going to say it. Jen says I'm totally going to say I love you, man. Yes, do it. You are perfect for this, Jen. I want you to do it. I love it. Hi, Erin. Hi, Trisha. Masahito. Good to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yes, please, if you do it, take a picture. Take like a selfie of yourself. Don't worry about what everybody thinks around you, right? It's going to be kind of a funny story. Take a selfie of yourself in that camera. You can do it in the mirror too, but I just kind of like the idea of the camera. Okay? So I love you guys. I love you, man. I love everybody, and I love myself, and I want you to feel the same. Okay? Like I said, it takes time and it takes practice, and it's okay if it's kind of difficult at first. We're making it light, we're making it funny, because it can be very emotional. Okay, I will see you guys next Tuesday at 3:33. I love you, man. And next week, let me know if you have any suggestions for topics. Bye.